No, guys, come on. You need to stop it. Don't start, guys. Don't start, guys. Let us not start this hypocrisy. Some people have started on the young boy, Patrick Dorgu. Guys, you're now comparing him to Luke Shaw. I saw someone trying to start a conversation. Dorgu or Luke Shaw, who should be starting on wing back? Guys, don't do this. United, we are in the habit of pretending to love these new signings of ours, and then later we turn our backs on them so quick. The boy has played just 8 games for Manchester United from Lecce, a relegation candidate in the Serie A, in the Italian Serie A. He's 20, really. Did you all expect him after 8 games to be playing Ballon d'Or football in this Manchester United squad? Guys, come on. People are now looking for every opportunity to depict Ruben Amorim as a bad coach. This, for me, is propaganda now being orchestrated or masterminded by the anti-Amorim gang. But listen, we, the pro-Amorim gang, are awake. We are awake and alive to realities, and we know the hypocrisy embedded within Man United supporters, and we are ready to deal with it. My name is Webb. Welcome to the United of Sport, and here I am to talk about what's happening with Man United. There's also some good news, guys. It's not just about me ranting. I mean, I know you all listen to so many rants. You don't want to come here on my channel and be hearing me ranting all through. So there's some good news concerning the contract that Man United offered Matthew Cunha and the details of it. I'm going to break it down for you in just a bit, give you a sneak peek into what exactly it looks like and why he was moved by it. But also for you people who are contacting me, telling me you've started your own internet platforms with the hope that you will earn money, but after a certain period of time, you're getting frustrated. It is not making sense. There is no returns. You're not seeing the money. Listen, I got you, fam. I got you. These are the consultancies I keep doing. These are the things I do. It is not that the internet or whatever you started is wrong. It won't pay you, but it is because you probably were not first educated about what you're supposed to do. You need to look at the internet with a different perspective. You must have a strategy to get to where you want to go. Now, if you don't, certainly you will be there and exist, but no progress, no work done. So trust me, contact me on that number and I will be here for you. The number in black and yellow down on your screen. But let's get into the Man United talk. So, first of all, Matthew Cunha was offered a 5-year contract to join Man United, which he sort of loved. And I know people must be feeling like 5 years, isn't that a long time? Are we going back to the mistakes we made before, where we signed players on hefty, long contracts, then 1.5, 2 years later, we feel, maybe we're too excited, we shouldn't have done that, and and then you can't undo it, the player has a contract, so you're stuck with them. No, you can look at it like that, but I think for me, if this is indeed what they did, they probably must have thought about every possibility. I think that should be a contract that is based on performances. A lot of things will be based on performances. There should be exit clauses if things don't work. How does Man United pull out? There should be terms like goal contributions, games played, are we in the top 4? So I think a 5-year performance-based contract is okay. It can even be a 10-year or 20-year, I don't care. So long as it's performance-based that you earn based on the performances of yourself, but also the team. For me, I see no issues with that. So him being given a 5-year, £180,000 per week contract as a start, and of course, you know that the 180,000 perhaps will be increasing based on maybe if we win the Champions League or if we win the Ballon d'Or or if we win the Premier League or we're in the top 4, it gets a certain bonus and percentage. Or, for me, I think there is no issues with that. The issue is before, these guys who are negotiating things were just giving players long contracts without any such exit clauses that protect the interests of the club. So the players would end up really thinking, whatever I do, what's the worst that can happen? Even if I don't ball, I will still be earning my money, which I thought was wrong. But for Cunha, I believe it's a well-thought 5-year contract, which is certainly long-term, but I mean, he's 25, and good as he is, natural as he is, certainly you think more chances than not, it will work with Man United. But going back to the topic, Patrick Dorgu, listen, guys, stop this whole comparison. This is a young footballer from Lecce, trying to find his confidence, trying to learn a few things, trying to adjust to the pressure of playing for a big club, of leaping from a relegation candidate in the Serie A to the biggest club in the world with all eyes on you, everyone talking your name on the streets and stuff. That's the pressure of playing for Man United. The pressure alone, however good you might be, is too big and detrimental. So we cannot be here as Man United supporters now, 8 games later, as after we are celebrating Dorgu being assigned. We are now beginning to compare him to Luke Shaw, a guy who we know will not play football again consistently for Man United because of injuries, a guy who should be looking to offload, good as he can be, but we know that fitness is an issue. You don't compare Dorgu with this guy. Dorgu is trying, he's fighting for himself, trying to learn every day and improve. And honestly, if you look at it without judging critically, I think Dorgu improves at something every day. You see better movements, better effort, tries better now to position himself, playing better with his teammates, playing more comfortable passes. I think trying to improve even on the decisions he makes. The execution can still be better, but you can see that this boy, it is 20, when he's 23, 24, 22, probably he will certainly be better. There is not so much he needs to improve on. So you don't let him down by comparing him to a Luke Shaw who is great as a player but never fit. It's psychologically discouraging. You're destroying the boy at takeoff. That's what you're doing, yet you pretend to back him and support him and want him to shine. Don't be that fan. That's the hypocrisy I keep saying about we Man United supporters. We pretend to love guys and then later we twist things, we change things we say about them. That's hypocrisy, and it lives with us, Man United supporters. But we don't realize how because these players are human like us. They're on social media. They are young boys. They are Gen Zs. They're on social media. So they see these things, and you don't know how much they can affect them. You can imagine if Dorgu saw himself being compared to Luke Shaw, a guy who has been inconsistent, not playing for a long time. People already saying one game, after him starting one game in, I think, whatever months, how would he feel? Don't do that. Don't do that. Think about what it will do to the player. Encourage him, question him, but not in ways that are going to bring him down. Guys, don't allow that propaganda, because it's orchestrated, masterminded by people who'd want to see Ruben Amorim fail. Because for such people, there is a feel-good thing about saying Amorim's first signing didn't work. You see, there is a feel-good thing about it. The way, we told you, Ten Hag signed Martinez, Ten Hag signed so and so. So you see, Amorim also is going to get sacked before midway into the season, before the end of next season. You see, he cannot sign good players. Blah, blah, blah. People are looking for every opportunity to attack Amorim. If you indeed believe in this Amorim and Ineos project like I do, don't let this propaganda get on you. People are forcing it down our ears and throats. We've got to puke it out on arrival. Don't accept it. Otherwise, it's not good for our team. Let us not be those kinds of supporters. And you can't just keep watching. There's a bit of, because at times for me, I feel like Man United players at times are at war with their supporters. And for me, that's not support if you're trying to instigate a war against a player. If it's a player like Rashford, like the case was with Rashford when we started calling him out, me inclusive, it was clear the boy did not want to put on our badge, yet he was the most paid player at the club. We loved him. But he clearly showed us the middle finger. What do you do? That's different. You're protecting your club. We love our club, so we back the club. It's different. But a player like Dorgu, new signing, 8 games later, he's struggling, yes, but he's improving. He's learning, and he's putting in the effort. Back him, support him. If it eventually fails, we will agree and say, you know what, he tried, but perhaps it just didn't work, and it is okay. There are no guarantees in football that because you're Mbappe, you are balling in PSG, you're going to sweep titles and break records for Real Madrid. There are no guarantees in football. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the guarantee should be, are you putting in the effort? Are you trying to improve on something or the things you're not good at? Do you have the right attitude? For as long as the player doesn't show the right attitude, that one, go for them, go for their throat. It's okay. Ryan Giggs spoke about it. Every former great at Man United or in football will say it. Football is about effort. That's why Diogo Dalot is played by every coach. He puts in the effort. He may not be a best player, but he puts in the effort. So if someone is putting in the effort, guys, don't bring them down because he's your own. That's it's a devil on devil crime, if I would call it. And if you're black like Dorgu and I, it's also a black on black crime. Color and race shouldn't be an issue. But what I'm saying is you need to support these players for as long as they show the effort and desire and the pride to wear the badge. At times, things might take longer to work, but if the effort is there, listen, back them. This boy is earning 40,000. He's trying to fight for his life and his career, his family, and it is possible. He can do it. Don't put them down. Don't join the bandwagon. That is going to destroy him at takeoff. That's why I kept trying to back Rasmus Højlund. At times it's difficult even for me to back him. But I have that faint hope. I'm even hoping now that he has scored a goal. He scores hat-tricks and braces in crucial games, and maybe we all change and go back to the joy, the little joy he gave us in his first season with the goals he scored, playing with a bunch of selfish players around him. Let's be those people, guys. At least if someone is putting in the effort, don't accept to put them down. Don't be that person. And it's not even just about Man U players and stuff. Anywhere else, in your workplace, you've got a new intern who is trying so hard to put in the hard yards and learn and maybe get a job, earn themselves a contract. But there are people who don't care. One mistake the kid makes and you're destroying him. You see, you can't do this, you can't work, you're too bad, you're not at the level of this organization. Come on, that's evil. You're destroying the kid. If they're putting in the effort, reward them, encourage them, be patient with them, they will learn and improve. That's part of the lessons I give people who I teach with the different things you can do to earn money online. That you need to encourage yourself. You need to encourage yourself, but first by understanding that it can really, really work. It can really, really change your life if you do this, and you won't then listen to anyone. You won't let anyone tell you nothing. So for me, that's a very important message I wanted to pass on this morning as we, of course, get on again with our continuous effort to try and empower each and everyone out there to use the internet for good, especially for earning, because I don't think there is better good than earning money from something that you're always on, that you're passionate about, that you're sort of addicted to, I should say. I think that would be a good addiction. An addiction that brings you money, for me, give me more of such. I don't care. But don't give me this guy, this talk of Luke Shaw or Patrick Dorgu. Definitely Dorgu. Definitely Dorgu. Patrick Dorgu will ball for Man United. Give him time. I won't listen to nobody trying to destroy him. I will listen to those critiquing him positively, question him positively, because the effort is there. Harry Maguire was a living example. You saw he put in the effort when it was, first was so good, breaking records in the Premier League as a defender, went down, and then he put in the effort. And right now, everyone is saying Maguire should be playing number 9, he should be playing in the middle, should be everywhere. The one thing that stayed consistent with Harry Maguire, even through the worst of times, was his attitude and consistently trying to work hard and do better. You don't destroy a person like that unless you're evil. And I don't think you're all evil. I know you support the Red Devils, but you're not the devil. Subscribe, like, share, and reach out to me from wherever, whichever part of the world you are in. You can learn how to make money on the internet and earn, be happy from whichever country, whichever part of the world, so long as you can access the internet with a gadget. I prefer the phone. I want to empower people to do a lot of things with this gadget called a phone. This is not called a smartphone for nothing. There is nothing smart about making calls and scrolling through TikTok the whole day. But there is a lot this phone can do. People don't know. People fill their phones with useless apps. And I'm thinking, you don't know what you can do with this phone just by yourself. and how much money this phone can make you. So people are telling me, what do I need? Which how much capital? What do I need to buy? The things you're teaching us. No, no, you just need to have a gadget. And I prefer a phone, not even a laptop. A phone that gets you, a smartphone that gets you on the internet. The smartphone and the internet or data. That's all you need. And you will start. So long as you understand what you have to do and why you have to do it, believe in it, you can all earn. We can all be happy. Thank you guys. God bless you, man. I'll catch you.